Hey smokers, Drawer1 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at my PowerMac G4. This is a 406 model, codename Sawtooth. Taking a look at the front here, we of course got our regular DVD-ROM drive, a mono speaker, power button, reset button, and programmer's debug button. Taking a look at the back here, we have a 200 watt power supply, 56K modem, headphone jack, amplified speaker port, 10100 base T Ethernet port, 2 FireWire 400 ports, and 2 USB 1.1 ports. Look a little lower here, we have our video card with DVI and VGA out, and what appears to be a SCSI card. And of course, let's not forget the internals. Alright, here we have a PowerPC G4 running at 466 megahertz. We have 768 megabytes of RAM. We have a 30 gigabyte hard disk running macOS 9.1 and Tiger 10.4. An ATI Rage 128 Pro video card with 16 megabytes of video RAM. The aforementioned SCSI card, and optional airport expandability. As you can see here, the power supply is in a bit of an interesting shape here, and it allows for extra goodies to be added on. Here we can see the other side of the video card, the AGP slot it's sitting in, and the other PCI slots. Good thing I followed the proper procedure. Okay, let's go ahead and start her up. And there's the good old Happy Mac. And here we are. As you can see, it's quite a messy desktop environment. But let's go point to point here and see what we got. Now this was had a prior owner, a friend of mine, so there's some weird stuff on it. Like, let's start with Pac the Man. Start a new game here. Pretty simple Pac-Man clone going on here. And it died. Alright, how about Mac Chess? Well, it's chess. Well, this is fascinating. Wow. Okay. No. Alright, let's look at Mac Checkers. This looks like it was made for the monochrome Macs. Do I seriously not know how to play checkers? Like, what's going on? I don't think it's this hard. Oh, you gotta drag it. Or not? Well, this one doesn't work. Or respond to Apple Quit. Okay, Solitaire! Something you don't usually see come with... Oh, it's in the middle of another game, apparently. Usually don't see Solitaire come with Macintosh. So I didn't actually come with it, it was downloaded from wherever I got this. Yeah, so basically what I did was I put a bunch of basic games and productivity software on the computer so my friend could get some use out of it. But I don't think he ever got any use out of it, and it was mainly for my own amusement. Like, for example, the single album on here. Just some music you used to like. And if you want to listen to the radio, you can't. Because this version of iTunes... Yeah. Year 2000. And as you can see, every time I click refresh, it tries to access something called Kerbango, which is an internet radio website that stopped existing 13 years ago, so yeah. But that doesn't mean we can't access the internet. Oh, quite the contrary. Here we have the home landing page for Classilla, a open source project dedicated to bringing the internet to macOS 9 even in this day and age. Let's try Google. Alright, let's check out some of my videos. Not too shabby. Alright. Let's watch this. Okay. Well, never mind. Or we can check out this page. If it still exists. Hey, now here's a page that looks like it's perfectly compatible with this version. Mozilla kicks ass. Damn right it does. Yeah, this looks like it presents pretty well, considering the fact that this is based on Mozilla, I believe. I think. Yeah, there it is. Now let's look at this with Internet Explorer. Since this was around the era when Microsoft was bailing out Apple, so there should be a copy of Internet Explorer on here somewhere. There we go. That won't end well. Save it before it crashes. Alright, perfect. So the Internet Explorer is Evil page will display properly. And in Mac Internet Explorer, I use Evil this story. I remember I used to be on this site all the time. It's a super Mac fanboy. And this guy was all about Netscape Navigator and Mozilla and all this, and he was making a bunch of jokes about Mozilla, and his website apparently is perfectly viewable in this version of Internet Explorer 5 Macintosh edition. So it's a good test website if you ever want to test out an old web browser on an old system. Nathan's Toasty Tech. Windows Media Player? I don't believe it. Well, apparently this came with a sample. So let's listen to that. Or not. That is the shiniest, coolest Windows Media Player logo I've ever seen. Let's look at it again. Oh, it's gone. Damn it. Come back. Baby, come back. Copyright 2001. 7. It's like Windows 7. Look at that. Look at that. That's a beauty. Okay, that's enough. There's actually a working copy of iMovie on the system. I have yet to plug it into my DV camera yet, but in order for it to run, it needs to be at a slightly higher resolution. Ugh. Okay, so the main point to can I film with ATI, please? Did it lock up? I think it locked up. Damn it. Well, before the computer locked up. What the fuck? Hey, it's 420! Oh my god! The computer locked up right at 420. Looks like it's taking a blunt right now! Shit. Well, yeah, I'm not even messing around. Like, it froze up right at 420. That is hilarious. Oh. Okay, well, I'm restarting it. Stop. Done. Okay, so like I was saying before the computer decided to crash, and hopefully this doesn't crash it again, but the main purpose behind iMovie is to plug your DV camera into your FireWire port and import your home videos and edit them in iMovie. And this has been the case for quite some time, and this is one of the first versions of iMovie. And it didn't lock up this time, and whoa! It works. Hey, hey! So this is basically what it would look like if you're importing. Now, if I were actually recording right now, which I could do, click import, and so now we're recording at about 5 gigabytes every second, and that is very inconvenient. And you'll fill your hard disk up at about 5 milliseconds if you don't have at least 5 terabytes of network attached storage. So you have to be very conservative with what you record, etc., etc., etc. So if you were going to edit this, you'd drag your clip down here, switch it over to timeline mode, you'll be able to scrub through pretty efficiently. This is actually one of the selling points of the machine, is to be able to edit video like this. So let's go to that part. So I'm going to have editing. I'm going to be editing a video with editing. Great. So I could just sit here and edit this with this pretty simplistic and frankly barbaric looking editing interface here, but I still think it kicks the shit out of Movie Maker today. Well, that's interesting. And then we can shut it off. And it doesn't work anymore. And that's iMovie for you. A copy of AppleWorks that doesn't work. So Apple doesn't work. Ha ha. Jesus. Stop. Alright, so that's all there is for Mac OS 9. But we still have another operating system we're forgetting about, and that's Mac OS 10, which has also been installed. Okay, so basically, I forgot how to do this. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use the Startup Disk Control Panel, and then select Mac OS 10 when it finds it, unless I deleted it, which is very possible. Okay. So let's go ahead and select this and restart. Okay. Please select the Finder from the Applications menu. All right. System and Finder must be in the system folder. If you continue, it may not be able to restart the computer. Oh, for fuck's sake. So let's just try and boot off it anyway. Oh, fuck. I didn't want to do that. Damn it! Okay. Alright. Good to go. Mac OS 10. Restart. Yes, Finder. What is it? Okay. Let's do it. Cross fingers. Hey. That technically means it worked. Yeah! Alright. So now we're on our way to macOS 10.4 Tiger, and we'll figure out if this version is updated all the way. So because my friend who previously owned this computer was mainly using macOS 10, there was a password that I didn't know what it was, so I used the crap. It's probably nothing. Is it ASDF? It is. Alright. So I had to change the password so some of the stuff doesn't work. Let's check it out. 10.4.6, the pretty much default boxed version of macOS 10 that everybody has, or used to have. Okay, so this looks like poop. It's playing! Alright! It's small as crap. Yeah. Hey. It's kind of laggy though. But hey, I'm a fan. I could dig it. All right, so it looks like crap though, because the color balance on the monitor is, or this capture card is ass. So that works. That's a pass. Take a look at our applications folder, and it has the default stuff that comes with the default installation of Tiger, which is, of course, you know, your automator, your chess. Does the chess work? Does it look fancy? Is it smooth? Is it shiny? Let's find out. But probably not as shiny as
Pawn b7 to d5.
Oh, thank you. I don't know how to play chess properly, so I just sort of click around and stuff like that. So that works. So now that we are in macOS 10, will the DVD player work? Son of a bitch. Let's take another look at iTunes. Slightly newer version, but very friggin' old nonetheless. Here we have the same songs, just installed in a different folder, and some other tracks here that I tried to play earlier, which are now playable. They're WAV files of MIDI files, which sound like... Oh wait, no, this isn't. These are my GarageBand tunes. That old crap. Or something like that. So, maybe now we can listen to the radio. Contacting tuning service. It still does not appear to be able to do that. Let's check out the music store. ...2006. I don't think it's gonna load. Visualizer. Full screen. Yep, I feel like I'm on a 90s drug trip now. If you look at Macintosh HD, it'll have roughly the same directory structure as the old hard drive, just looks a little bit shinier. Open this, and It's the same stuff, and some of it will actually still run in classic mode. And if I'm lucky, we may actually have a copy of a fresher version of iMovie to play with. We don't, so let's use the old one and see if it still works. And classic should work perfectly. You have macOS 9.1 installed. It's recommend upgrade 9.2, but I don't care, so let's do it anyway. So now we're running classic. We're starting up. Version of QuickTime is installed in the macOS. Okay, I don't care. Let's just keep going. Okay. Okay, so this is sort of like an emulator now. Oh my god, stop. And so now we're looking at our system folder starting up. And this is pretty much the extent of experiencing macOS 9 I had while I was using macOS 10 back in the day. Sorry, Firefox is currently unsupported by iOS devices. Congrats, you're using the latest version of Firefox. Looks like you're using an older version of Firefox. Update on Google Play. Congrats, you're using the latest version of Firefox. Looks like you're using an older version of Firefox. Tell me which one it is! This is boring. I know what to do!
Jesus Christ, hurry up! Verifying? I don't give a shit about verification. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Does it not know how to verify a disk image?
Continue? Alright. Ah, damn it! It's not a universal binary executable.